La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero, sempre un amabile, leggiadro viso, in pianto in riso e menzognero. La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento di pensier di pensier.
Welcome to the Whatever Dating Talk podcast. We're coming to you live from Isla Vista, Santa Barbara County, California, every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. I guess this is a bit of an impromptu show here on Sunday. I'm your host, Brian Atlas. I'm currently not joined by my co-host, Kiki. I don't know where she went. We have a full house today, so she had to vacate. A few quick announcements before the show begins. This channel is viewer supported, so please consider sending a super chat. Throughout the show, I will read super chats $10 and up. All super chats will be displayed in stream overlay. We've got channel memberships, Patreon merch. All links for that are in the description. Eric, if you go ahead and hit that join button there. Boom, yeah. So we got a couple different tiers. At tier 1, that's when you get the loyalty badge and these Pepe custom emojis. Tier 2, by the way, YouTube does have a promo. It's 50% off. So normally tier 1's $5, but it's $2.50 now. Tier 2 is $10, but it's $5 now. Tier 2, you get over 100 plus exclusive videos. We also have all that stuff on our Patreon, guys. So we are also streaming to Twitch right now. Simulcasting, twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow/prime sub. Free way to support the show. Also, please support my nonprofit organization, the American Network Against Labiaplasty, or anal for short. We empower women who may feel self-conscious or insecure about their labia. Can we get some hashtag all labia matter in the chat? Okay. If you want to be on the show or help the show, DM at whatever on Instagram. Eric, if you want to just pull up the Instagram, thank you. And yeah, shoot us a message. We're looking for a talent coordinator. And also, Eric, if you want to go ahead and bring it back to center here. So it's the first week of classes at UCSB. A lot of freshmen are about to get minor in possession of alcohol citations. So I'm announcing my Isla Vista, Jesus, I'm butchering the name of this. Sorry guys, English is my second language. My Isla Vista Benevolent Reimbursement Fund. As you guys know, I'm a philanthropist. If you live in Santa Barbara, Goleta, Isla Vista, and you received any petty alcohol-related fines like open container, under 21 possession of alcohol, maybe you're throwing a party and got a noise citation, DM at whatever on Instagram a photo of your citation and story, and you may be selected to have your fine paid for in full by me. So we're going to have the guests introduce themselves. So please tell us your name, age, occupation, and your school major.
My name is Ari. I'm 19. Right now I'm a student, but I'm also working at a restaurant in Montecito. And then what was the last one, Brian?
I believe you got everything. You're not in school, right?
No.
Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Kara. I'm 18 and my occupation is model and fashion content creator, and also I'm a student in UCSB and my major is communication. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Hensley. I'm a stripper, and I also study psychology with a minor in philosophy and drug and alcohol counseling.
Age?
22.
Hi, I'm Natasha. I'm 19 and I do content creation.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm 23. I go to UCSB and I intern at the ER.
Hi, I'm Larissa. I'm 19. I'm a PCA and I'm a sociology major.
Hi, I'm Kitty. I'm 21 and I'm a fourth year psychology major at UCSB.
Hey y'all, I'm MJ. I'm 20 and I'm a student at Ventura College.
Hi, I'm Joseph. I'm 21. I'm a student athlete. And
a little closer.
I'm a student athlete, and I'm studying early childhood development.
Okay, welcome everybody. Everyone's Instagrams are in the description. Show them some love, give them a follow. So I know today is a impromptu show. Normally we do not do shows on Sunday. I built this entire day around a group of 5 girls who contacted me who wanted to all come together on the show, and I said, well, I can't get you on a Tuesday or Thursday, but I can accommodate you guys on a Sunday. And then 2 hours before the show, they flaked. So I want to thank everyone kind of came in as last minute replacements here. So thank you guys. So let me see. We're going to go around the table once again. Current relationship status, longest relationship, and are you on the dating app?
My current relationship status is single. My longest relationship I've been in is 2 years, and then I'm not on a dating app.
Have you ever been on a dating app?
I have been, actually. I don't want to say like it was for fun because my friends made me do it, but it was for fun for me. But I did end up deleting it. Yeah, it was
your friends made you do it?
No, I definitely did it myself, like to have fun.
Oh, okay. So you were saying I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say my friends made me do it because I definitely did it for myself.
Okay, respect, because I've definitely seen like a lot of people on the dating apps cope, and they're just like, oh, my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not single. I'm dating someone, and my longest relationship is a year, and I'm not on the dating app.
Single, 10 months, and yes.
I'm single. My longest relationship was 1.5 years, and I am on Hinge, but I don't use it.
My longest relationship was...
A little closer to the mic.
Sorry. My longest relationship was 5 years. It just ended. And
5 years?
Yeah, and I'm single, and I tried a dating app, and it's scary.
The dating apps are scary.
A little scary.
Which ones did you try?
I'm scared of Tinder, so just Bumble and Hinge right now, but I don't know.
You're scared of Tinder. Why is that?
Just because men. I don't know. Yeah.
What?
Wait, what? What about
no
men?
offense, not you guys.
No, but what about, what do you mean?
I started...
Because there's men on Bumble and Hinge too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, but I don't know. 5 years, I was 18 last time I was in a relationship, I started, so now I'm completely new to the game. It's very different. Last time I was in it, so it's an experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
My status is complicated. My longest is 2 years, and
Chat, can you guys hear her, by the way? Here, can you tilt the microphone down towards you just a little bit? Perfect.
my status is complicated. My longest is 2 years, and what was the last question? I'm not on dating apps.
What do you mean by complicated?
Complicated is we're not dating anymore, but you're also not my ex.
So you guys are still hooking up?
I mean, somewhat.
But you guys aren't together anymore?
Yes.
But you're still hooking up?
Yes.
How does... Okay.
It's okay. Be honest.
Just 2022 things. Okay, Kitty.
I'm not single. I'm not on dating apps, and my longest relationship was past a year.
Okay.
I'm not single. I have a girlfriend. My longest relationship was 2 years, and I'm not on a dating app.
Wait, so you're not single?
I'm not single.
Okay, got it. And so you said your longest relationship is 2 years. Is that your current relationship?
No,
or
that's not my current relationship.
Okay, got it.
And I am single. My longest relationship was like 2 year weird span of on and off. And then what was the last question?
Are you currently on a dating
I
app?
am. I'm on Tinder. And it's like you said, it's a weird, scary place.
Scary place.
Any other dating apps, or is that it?
Dude, I actually I downloaded Hinge for a little bit just because I like reading, and Hinge you can read people's life, and it's kind of interesting. So that was something I realized I was just doing because I was bored, and then I was this is kind of stupid, so I deleted Hinge. So
Okay, good times, good times. So first question I'm going to ask, and I've asked this before, I think this is a good introductory question. So before I get into my questions and a couple of video reactions we have, is there anything dating related that you want to get off your chest? Maybe you recently had a bad date, men are pissing you off in some way, or women are pissing you guys off in some way. There's a trend in dating that annoys you, something you just hate about how dating works or dating apps, whatever it may be. So just anything you'd like to get off your chest. Start it here.
I don't, honestly.
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's
Not
nothing
right
that
now.
bothers you about dating.
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Can I think about it? Can you come back to me?
Yeah, we can come back.
I don't too.
Hensley, I know you got stuff to say.
I would say just feel like dating culture right now, stop being in a rush to fall in love. Like, it's kind of inevitable when you're young, you're going to fall in love again, but I feel like everyone is just in such a hurry to get into a relationship. They'll make anything work or fit, and then it just leads to relationships that are either meaningless or toxic or just bad.
I think I've said this before, but I think what bothers me about dating is people's indecisiveness, not knowing whether they want to be with someone and kind of messing around with someone or keeping them on a leash to use them for relationship benefits, but not actually commit to them. And I think that's probably the worst thing.
I agree with that. Just the whole holding you, but not really having a label or anything, and then just using you.
Hold on, but I do want to get into that a little bit. What do you mean by using you?
Like, okay, like the apps, you know, men, they just, you know, like.
I don't know. You'll have to explain it to me.
Like, fuck.
They just want to what?
They just want to fuck. They just.
On which app? Tinder? Or all of them?
Kind of all of them, but I've realized recently.
Do women just want to fuck?
Depends. I feel like it depends.
Have you ever wanted to just fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about the guys over here? Do you guys, what are you guys looking for? Well, you're in a relationship, right? So let's say before you were in your relationship, were you always relationship minded, or did you ever have a hoe phase?
A hoe phase? I think everybody, whenever they become single after a long relationship, you gotta admit it, you kind of have a little hoe phase. But man, I mean, like, after I got out of my relationship, I was like, fuck this, I'm not gonna get into a relationship like ever again. Like, I'm not trying to look. And then I came out here to California, not looking for anything, and then it just kind of happened. And I feel like that's how it's supposed to happen, because that's how I don't know, it just feels like genuine that way. I mean, so many people are trying to go out and like find a relationship and like find that one thing, but it'll come to you, I feel like, if it's right. But yeah, that's all.
Got it. And then Joseph, for you?
And then definitely like what she said about like don't be so quick to fall in love. Like that's always been one of my problems. Like if I like find a girl that I really like I want to give her my all in that moment, and then like a month or two goes past of you guys talking, and it just becomes like stale. And it's like you said, after that you're just like, all right, fuck this, I don't want to do this no more. But yeah, definitely don't fall in love too quick, because like you got fucking years of your life to find your person, and there's like 8 billion of your people that you can find. So just don't fall in love too quick.
So your primary complaint is that men just want to fuck. Do I have that correct?
I'm just learning right now because it's so fresh. So just understanding the dating game in 2022. Just got out of something to just observing.
How long? You said you were in a 5-year relationship, right?
Yeah.
And how recently did that end?
A month ago.
A month ago. Okay, that's pretty fresh. Why did he dump you?
I broke up with him, actually.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Why did you break up with him?
There was just so much going on in my life personally that I just could not handle. I felt like I wasn't being fully there, and so I felt like it was right to just be like, I can't, because it was just so much happening personally. So it's hard to be there for someone fully and then be there for you while you're going through so much stuff.
Were you guys arguing?
Yeah, but like...
Was it on again, off again, or was it like 5 years straight?
No, it's been on and off, but...
Okay.
Yeah.
How many times has it been on and off? A couple dozen, or?
Like maybe like 5 times.
Okay.
So.
And who?
A couple dozen.
And in that
Yeah.
situation, who is the one like reinitiating? Is he coming back to you? Are you going back to him? Is it
It was
mutual?
kind of both of us, just
Okay.
wanting to make it work. But I think when both of you are just, also you're so young, you know, like you don't really fully know yourselves. And now we're both like, we really don't know ourselves. Just trying to find yourself, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
And when it was off, who was breaking up with who? Or was it
Both.
mutual?
It was
Both.
both, depending on the situation.
Both. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. But okay, so coming back to just the current dating, I know you've only been in it for a month, I guess. Well, what do you think this is the final time? Or are you guys going to get back together?
I have no idea. But I think right now, I just feel like when you're going through so much stuff, you can't even really be there for someone. You can fully be there, and I feel like it's not fair.
What?
It's just,
So you remind me, how old are you again?
I'm 23.
23. So you got school or work, or what do you?
School, work, my parents, life, just a lot was happening personally. So
Okay.
I
Good
don't know.
times.
We're not gonna get deep, but yeah.
Good times. Okay. Moving on. You go ahead.
Some advice? Or like
No. So like, when it comes to dating, is there anything dating related that you want to get off your chest? Maybe you had a bad date. A guy's pissing you off. Something about dating's pissing you off. Anything?
I would say first of all,
Into the microphone, please.
be on time to dates. I feel like timing is very important. Don't be late. Second of all, I feel like you have to stop trying to make things work when they're not meant to work. Like sometimes you gotta just accept the fact that shit ain't gonna work. And that's that.
So be on time.
That's the first point. Yeah, it's just the minor point.
So you're
That's
would
the little picture.
and so your experience has been like when going on dates, the guy is late for the date.
Yeah, sometimes.
Have you ever been late for a date?
Multiple times.
Okay. There you go.
As a kid.
Kitty, go ahead.
I don't have any complaints.
Okay. So we're going to come back to you because you skipped. So go ahead.
Okay, I think it is very valid that you should not be late to dates. And then I would say a complaint I have is like controlling, like being a control freak about your girlfriend.
So we're getting some comments in the chat that there's mics off. Whose mic is off?
People sharing.
Their mic is off?
I think it's just talk straight into it.
You might have to turn
Can one of you just do a little tap? Chat, can you let us? It's off?
Yeah.
What? Okay. Wait, the second girl on left. Sorry guys, we're having some technical difficulties. Someone is saying that Kara's mic is off. You can hear that, Eric?
Yeah.
All of the comments started for the shared mic.
Shared mic.
Do you want this one?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to deal with this right now.
We can share and you can share. I was gonna say we can all move one down too.
Yeah.
We can share.
Yeah, let's. I mean, can you just try to unplug that thing and plug it back in?
They're going like all caps in the comment section right now.
Okay, can you tap on it? Chat, can you guys hear that?
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it?
No.
I thought it was fine when we. That's weird. Okay, well, I think if it's all right, we'll move the microphones. Actually, you know what? We could just have you three just share this one. Let's just do that, and then if you don't have to unplug it, but just put that one on the ground. All right, sorry guys, technical issues. Sorry about that. Yeah, I guess. All right, sorry about that, guys. So, okay, go ahead with your answer. If you can just repeat.
Oh, I said be on time to dates and stop being a control freak about your girl.
Showing up on time and not being a control freak.
Yeah.
What can you give us an example of what you mean by being a control freak?
Like, if she wants to go out with her friends, like, don't be texting her, like, show me videos, like, 360s of where you are to make sure there's, like, no other guys. Just let her go out.
And are you talking about, like, in the confines of a relationship, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've encountered a situation with, was it a boyfriend or a guy you were seeing who took issue with you going out and partying?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And did he communicate that that was an issue to you at the beginning of the relationship, or did it come about?
I feel like it kind of built up to that point, but I didn't know my standards well enough to, like, tell him that wasn't okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he had an issue with you going out. Did he tell you, I don't want you going out, and then you went out anyways, or how did it play out?
Like, I was a senior in high school, and then I moved to IV, and I was, like, still dating
In high
him.
school?
Well, yeah, so I was a senior in high school, and then I started dating him. And then I moved to IV, and I was a freshman, and we were still dating. And I wanted to go out with my roommates, and he was not having it at all. And so, like, not even a month into my freshman year, we broke up. Because it was, like, too much to handle.
Who broke up with who? Was it?
Yeah, I broke up with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and how long were you guys dating?
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So you valued going out over your relationship?
Not even that. We broke up because he cheated on me. Like, he
Oh,
was
good
worried
times.
about me, and I wasn't even, like, worried about him because I trusted, like, myself enough, but he ended up, cheating on me.
Okay, so do you think that maybe his controllingness was him projecting? Because he was cheating on you, so
Exactly.
he must have thought you were doing the same.
Exactly.
How did you find out he was cheating on you?
I found out because I'm smart, for one. Nothing can get past me in a relationship. And he asked all of his friends to unadd me on Snap and, like, Insta. And then so I, like, had a Finsta and looked them up. And I saw a prom picture, and he took another girl out to prom and, like, didn't tell me. Yeah, and then had sex with her.
What? Damn.
Yeah, in a whole nother state too. Like, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. That is complicated.
It's, yeah.
Okay. Did you want to come in on anything?
Yeah, I just think about what she was saying. Probably the thing is, like, don't try to, you know, like, devalue a girl. Like, when like, for example, if you're being with a guy, he's just, like, show off, like, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do everything, but you're not, like, without me, you're a piece of shit, like, kind of like this. You know, so this, like, girl was like, oh, I can't, like, live without you, like, you're everything and stuff like that. Why are you staring at me like that? That is so
like
creepy.
You guys date people like Nate from Euphoria. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. How, like, some weird ass dudes. I don't know.
I'm not even sure what you just said. Wait, so okay.
So, like, yeah, I only have one ex-boyfriend, and he's, like, a little like, kind of like control freak, but not that much. But the whole relationship only lasts like 2 months because do you guys know a term called, like, pickup artist?
Yep.
Yeah, he's kind of like that. Like he was a senior and I was a freshman, and he's like, oh, I knew everything here and I can show you around and stuff like that. And, you know, and I was so innocent, and I just, like, it was the first time I came to this country, so it's kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of, like, controlling my life and stuff like that. Yeah.
So he kind of, like, took advantage of you in a way.
What?
I said he kind of took advantage of you in a way then, right?
Yeah. kind of. And I don't know, the craziest thing is like I just moved into a new apartment and I got randomly assigned with a roommate, and we were just out talking about like ex-boyfriend and dating and stuff, and found out my ex-boyfriend was like talking to my new roommate last month. And my new roommate, she's like, oh, I didn't like continue to talk to this guy because like this guy just feels like is not a good person, like being lying the whole time and stuff. So I was like,
Okay, good times. Did Joseph? Did you two guys get a chance to answer the question? So do you have any gripes when it comes to dating, relationships?
I just want to say, when you're like talking to someone, and I think it's like in our culture, like men are supposed to like, I heard you say on another episode that men are supposed to initiate everything. Like if you're gonna talk to someone on social media, like talk to them the same way in real life too. And I'm not talking about the sexual content. Just like if you're gonna have like in-depth conversation in real life, but then like you see that person in a group setting around people and you don't really talk to them, it's kind of weird. And it's like that's the one thing I've always had a pet peeve with. It's like because you're super excited about a girl that you're talked to through social media, this and that, and then comes to like reality, and it's like, did I do something wrong? What's going on? And it's just that's one thing I've always like, and it goes both ways too. It's like you can't, even as a guy, you can't do that to a girl. So.
What can you elaborate a little bit on that? Is there like a specific scenario that you had?
I think it was a girl I was talking to like about a. Like
So
she was like,
just a little closer.
I was a girl I was talking to like two years ago before I started dating my ex-girlfriend, and like she was like super cool, super like interesting to talk to. I'm not saying that girls aren't interesting to talk to, but like certain people through social media are just not fun to talk to because there's just, you know, the replies are blank. But she like actually had some interesting thoughts, and we like had good conversations. And then like it came time for us to hang out around a group of people, and she was just like didn't even talk to me at all. And like I get it, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like the first jitters, whatever, but it was like one of those things, like the first time it happened I was like, okay, she's just nervous. And then the more we hung out with people and whatnot, it was like the same thing. And I was like, it's so pointless. Are we like dating on the internet? Is it like, you know? So I just like, that's the one gripe I have with like just dating culture. I'm like the worst person to talk about dating because I haven't dated anyone in like a while, but that's like the one thing like moving forward with like whoever I'm interested in the future, that I want to make sure that they're humans in real life, not just like social media as well.
Okay, good times. Good times.
Same with Justin. I'll just say be real. Just be real. That's it.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys just turn the microphones.
Share this one.
Yeah. Or I mean, well, we'll figure it out. We're gonna do some super chats here. Mr. Mike Davis with the $10 super chat. Man, what is up with that earring, Brian? You have to find a balance between wannabe gangsters and femboys. Very poor representation. Skinfolk ain't kinfolk, as they say. So this is our resident roaster. He's here.
Mike Davis, I've seen him comment on a bunch of stuff, and he's like the ultimate troller. Like he comments on everything. It's hilarious.
Hey, but I think this was directed at you. So do you want to fire back at Mike Davis?
Mike Davis, my entire life, bro, I've heard, like, I'm adopted by white people. I grew up in the white culture, but I've also like learned to enjoy like my black culture as well, and I've learned to balance like what I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, it sounds corny to say like fitting in a box of gangster. I grew up in the suburbs, bro. I'm not a gangster. Like I just like what I like, you know. So I like these earrings, and sorry you don't like the Mike Davis. He paid money to say that. Come on, Mike Davis, invest your money, not in this. Freaking guy, man.
Okay, Mike Davis with the other $10 super chat. This Hensley got IQ. She's securing the bag on the pole and bracing for the after effect with that psychology and drug and alcohol schooling. She got an OF question mark. Maybe I'll throw a few bucks at her.
Mike Davis wants you.
Have you thought about starting an OnlyFans, by the way?
You know, it was like a very quick thought in my head, but I have a lot of friends who did it, and the thing is, like, you need a lot of new outfits, a lot of new toys, because once they buy the video once, they have access to that, so you have to keep it fresh. Also, I've had friends where it's been like their OnlyFans has been caught by parents or by employees, so it is forever on the internet, and I like stripping more because we have security.
What do you mean by security?
Like we have security guards, like where it's like if any guy oversteps bounds, we can be like, oh, leave, like get out.
Yeah.
But online, you know, like there's still gonna be trolls online even for like OnlyFans thing, I feel like, and I don't know. No, it was never like a really high thought in my head.
Okay. On the topic of OnlyFans, I'd like to take this moment to announce that I have acquired onlyfans.com/whatever. That is correct. Yes, I have gotten onlyfans.com/whatever. I don't know what I'm going to put on there yet, but maybe Kiki's going to make an appearance. So just saying, you know, who knows?
I think they want to see you on there. They want to.
Nah, never. I'm never doing that. Never me. I'm never going to be featured on anything like that. But yeah, maybe Kiki will make an appearance. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. But shout out to OnlyFans for hooking it up with the username. So really quick, just on the topic of OnlyFans, thank you, Mike Davis, once again for that soup chat. Have any of you guys here considered, thought about, or even have an OnlyFans?
I have thought about getting an OnlyFans, but I have definitely thought over, like Hensley said, it being on the internet forever. And also, yeah, I'm just not trying to put that out for myself like that.
But it crossed your mind.
Yeah.
You entertained
definitely.
it.
Yes.
Okay.
Never. And actually, it was funny that there was several OnlyFans agency reached me out on Instagram. They were like, "Oh, with your potential or something," and I was like, "Fuck it, no, never."
Was this recently or?
I think it's like 2 months ago or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hensley, you kind of already answered that. Tasha.
I think that every girl probably has considered it because, you know, you see these girls on social media and it's like, it's kind of life-changing money sometimes. You know, girls can make 5 figures, 6 figures, millions, and it's just like insane. So it's really tempting, but I don't have one and I'm not sure that I'd start one anytime soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but also just the safety thing. I think I wouldn't do it, so I've never done it. But
All right.
I haven't given it any thought at all, basically.
Okay, Kitty.
I have thought about it, but I have not done it, and I don't think I will do it because of like the professional aspect and just it's not something I would do. But I have had some fake accounts like use my pictures and and that whole nine. Yeah, that was
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get an OnlyFans.
Sorry for everyone in the chat who was looking forward to his OnlyFans.
I think when I found out about OnlyFans like a year ago, and my friends were like, "Yeah, you should do it because you feel you could do that." And then I made like one thirst trap for TikTok, and I was like, "That's enough of that." I just started laughing at myself. So I don't think I could do it in that aspect, just because it's like, I don't know. I can't take myself seriously like that. I don't know how people do that. I really don't. But to each his own.
Okay. So I want to go around the panel once more. Oh, let me get the super chat while we have it. My guy Joseph, Mike Davis, thank you for the $10 super chat. My guy Joseph, you pulled up with that blonde dyed hair, earring and nose ring, and the girl understood that the assignment that she's the beard. Wait, what? And the girl understood that the assignment that she's the beard. What's a beard? Is that like
Beard? That's something that
That's
a
like
gay
a-
person uses to hide that they're gay.
Oh, okay. So
Mike Davis, hop off dick, bro. Like, I liked you, but now I don't. Weirdo. He just sits there and he types. He's like, "Oh, they gonna love this."
all right, Mike Davis.
And he paid more money for that.
Another $10 super chat. Hey, Mike Davis is. a
Where's your
legend.
money coming from, Mike?
Make your money,
I'll-
man.
yeah.
Make your money. Hey.
Yeah, man.
For every comment,
Mike Davis loaded, bro.
Mike Davis is a legend. Apparently, he owns like a couple Subways on the East Coast or something. No, sorry, Burger Kings. He owns a couple Burger Kings. It's a whole thing. Okay. Nicholas Val 100 with the $10 super chat. If y'all were able to wake up tomorrow as the opposite gender, knowing what you know now as your current gender, do you think your life from there on would be better or worse? That's a decent question. We can go around the panel on that. I want to start on this side of the table. I'll give my take last. Joseph, you go ahead on this one.
If I was able to wake up as a woman tomorrow,
Yeah. Do you think your life would be better or worse?
there would be like, I don't know, benefits and also like a lot of like, not repercussions, but like just dude, I play sports and guys are fucking weirdos.
Would you still be? Can we say that you're on the team?
I'm on that team. Yeah, I'm not
Can we-
supposed to say like where I play at.
Okay.
So, but
Can we say you play
yeah, I play
football? He
Yeah.
plays football.
I'm on the team.
He's on the team, Blue Mountain State. Okay, so I said, would you still be playing football? If, maybe.
Dude, it's because I played in high school like for like 2 years. There was a girl on our team, and she played wide receiver. And then I got to the senior year, and it's just like I think right now where we're at, like in just with how the game is, that like the physical aspect of it would be a lot for like some women. I know some women who are like extremely jacked and could bench press me. Like there are some physically gifted like women like that, but like I think football is just a very brutal sport. I've lost like my knee. I had a full knee surgery because of football, and it's like, you know, I thought I was superhuman, you know. So that in that aspect, I don't think I'd still be playing football. I know I could get into like every club I wanted to though, because I don't know. I feel like girls get into like places like that super easy, just because, like I said, guys just want girls' attention. But like I said, with like playing sports and just being around guys a lot, like a girl can't walk past and the whole team turn and look. It's like, I don't know. I feel like that would like weird me out. Does that weird you guys out whenever that happens? You're like, I'm used to it.
If what happens?
Just like, I don't know, like the constant attention like from guys, whether it's your breast, your butt, you know, your face. Like I feel like that would just weird me out. Just like, I don't know, especially being down here in Santa Barbara, like the foreigners, like they stare a lot, and I'm from like Northern California, and it's like one of those things like, what are you staring at? Like I love people, but it's like, I don't know like why are you staring at me, but I feel like as a girl, like knowing someone's like watching you like walk away all the time, I feel like I'd be like, watching to see who's there.
Would it be uncomfortable for you because
I'd be
you're a
gorgeous
straight
woman, that's
you're a
why.
straight man? But you're a straight man, then you become a woman, but you're still. Would you be? See that it's the thing,
Ooh, I didn't
like,
think about that.
Because, like, are you a lesbian now? Are you still attracted to women?
I don't even know. See, that's the.
It is.
Maybe I'm a lesbian. If I'm a lesbian, I definitely like wouldn't want guys' attention. But if I'm a straight woman tomorrow, I think there are some guys that are like attractive. I'd be like, yo, this nigga cool. Like, I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, like Joe said, I feel like there'd definitely be the ups and downs of both sides. And, I mean, I like playing sports a lot. I'm also a football player on the team. So
on the team or a team?
On a team.
On the other team.
On the other
team. Oh,
team.
he's on the other team.
Opposing team. And, I mean, man, that's like my life. And like Joe said, if I woke up tomorrow a woman, I mean, you just couldn't like be on a football team and like have the same experience, I guess I would say. So, but yeah, there would be pros. You could get into places. You could do a lot of things that you couldn't do before. So yeah, it's got its ups and downs.
And like about the football thing, it's not mean to say like girls are like physically less. It's just like I think too with football how it is today, there's like no opportunity for like girls to play, because like I know like in my experience, like especially with the girl on my team, she wanted to play that senior year and they wouldn't really let her. So it's just like I think it's just that's where the game is at too. It's like there's not a lot of opportunity in that aspect for girls to play. So
yeah, we'll move along. Kitty, your answer?
I think if I woke up a man tomorrow, the 21 years of me being a woman would definitely have helped or benefited me, because I feel like any different perspective helps you in the long run. But yeah, that's it.
I feel like life would definitely be a bit easier, like you said, like having already been a woman. I feel
Try
like
to line up with the microphone just like straight on like this.
All right, I
just
feel
so
like
they can hear you.
Is that good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I feel like life would be like a lot easier waking up tomorrow, like having that advantage of like already being a woman. But I feel like it'd be boring at the same time. Like I very much have a lot more fun being like a girl, like being able to like get ready, go out, pregame with their girlies, go out for lunch, do all those fun things. I feel like as a guy, like life would just be like easier, but like not as worth it. I also wouldn't want to be spoiling anybody else than myself, so it's also that thing.
What do you mean by that?
Like I love spoiling myself, and I feel like as a guy you can't like spoil yourself as much and like still like have like a good image. I feel like you know what I mean? Like if you have a girlfriend, you have to spoil her more. I wouldn't want to be doing all that.
So your concern would be if you were a guy, you would no longer be the one getting spoiled. You would have to be the one doing the spoiling.
Yes, because like now as a woman, like if I spoil you, it's like whoa. But if I'm a man, and I spoil you, it's like oh, you already expected that. Like I don't even get a little praise or anything.
So do you want to be spoiled by a guy?
Yes.
How would you be? In what ways would you be spoiled?
In every way.
Are you talking the guy just pays for everything? Are you talking dinner dates? Are you talking gifts? What? Be specific.
Every language is my love language. So like literally all of that. Like pay for my dates, give me a massage after, then even like, you know, everything.
What?
Okay, so you said all 5 of the love languages are your languages, but is that receiving or is that giving?
That's a good question. I would say like it depends. Like there's certain ones that I definitely like I'm a very touchy person, so like my love language is like I also love being touched. You
got to speak into the microphone.
I'm so sorry. I feel like there's certain things that like I definitely like giving more. Like for example, like even though like love, like one of my top tier love languages is like being touchy, like I love touching too. Like I love giving massages, playing with your hair, doing that type of stuff. So it's like I have like rankings and like what I like giving and what I like receiving more, you know? Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned, I want to come back to that. You go ahead.
Okay. I think, just once again, sorry, I'm going to go safety-wise. I think it would be easier as a man in terms
Here,
of
just
like...
pull the microphone towards you.
In terms of like going out, just feeling safe, just in general.
What do you mean by that?
Just as a woman, like, I feel like we're, you know, like you said, like guys kind of, it makes you uncomfortable or whatever sometimes. So just, I feel like it would be safer, but also I feel like it would be boring because...
Because why? Why would it be boring to be a guy?
Because personally, it's like she said, it's really fun to, okay, you guys can dress up and stuff too, but like me personally, like I think it's, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to describe that. Like just like dressing up, having fun with your friends, going out. It's easier going out, but it's not safer going out as a girl.
It actually is safer to go out as a woman.
Okay.
Damn.
No. Well,
how like
you disagree?
Like, yes. Yeah, like what do you like?
So men are more often the victims of violent crime than women. Just because you feel less safe doesn't mean in actuality you are less safe. The fact of the matter is, how many of you go out to Isla Vista? Most of the fights you're going to see are just some fucking random drunk guy getting attacked by another drunk guy. So from a pure physical safety standpoint, men are actually at a greater risk than women.
But sexually, like when you're like at like
there's a higher incidence rate of physical violence than there is of sexual assault.
That crime takes a lot more time to kind of enact, though. So
Which
that would
one?
only make sense. Like to rape a woman is going to take a lot more energy and trying to hide it up or cover it or make sure you don't get caught than just getting in a drunk fight on Isla Vista. If we're talking statistically of just physical violence compared to sexual violence, yeah, you can say that the statistics are different. One happens more than the other, but the other is a lot more vicious.
More quiet too.
And which one gets reported more too?
Yeah.
Boom. I mean, they're both different crimes, but you're talking about physical safety. We can talk about the discrepancies in terms of SA, let's just call it. But the fact of the matter is, as a man, you are, in terms of your physical safety, you are at a greater risk than a woman walking around at night. And also the fact of the matter is, let's say you're a woman and you're just walking around at night. If you get attacked by someone, let's say you get attacked by a man, stranger guys will intervene on your behalf. If I'm walking around in Isla Vista and someone tries to attack me, ain't no strange dudes coming and protecting me. I'm gonna get my fucking face stomped in. But if any one of you, one of the privileges women has, is you have free bodyguards from other men. Other men, if they see a woman being attacked by a man, other men will intervene on your behalf. Men you don't know will intervene.
Okay.
That is a privilege that women have. So you are much safer just walking around at night than men are.
But that's also if someone's there, and let's also say who can take a hit better.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's also like to an extent, because like, for example, like if it's like the guys, like the perpetrator, if it's his friends that are around, do you really think they're gonna intervene and try to defend you? Like,
Also, like, sorry, like, just me personally, I think girls could speak too. Sorry, we're getting so into this, but like,
don't apologize.
like, I think I know so many women, and I've gone with so many women to get kids, to get help. Like, and it takes how long for that to go through? How long for you to just get that reported to and get yourself to report it? You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, sexual assault's a
Yeah.
egregious, terrible crime.
Yeah.
But I mean, when we're speaking about safety, physical safety, just the fact of the matter
It
is,
is physical.
no,
Yeah.
yes, it is a terrible thing. But what I'm saying is that two girls walking down the street versus two guys walking down the street, the two guys are at a greater risk of some sort of violent crime occurring to them than women are. And this is backed up by statistics from the FBI and other crime statistics at the state level and federally. So anyways, we're going to move on. Natasha.
I just have to start with, I would not like to wake up a man tomorrow. I really would not. I really enjoy.
What did we do?
It's nothing against guys. I just feel like you guys have it really hard. Like, I feel like being a woman, at least my experience being a girl, like a lot of things in my life come way easier than I think it does for a guy. And that's just how I feel about it. But I think that being a girl and growing up as a girl, it definitely would help me if I were to be a man, because I know what women like. And I think I understand that as a man, you need to surround yourself with a lot of other guys who will support you in whatever you do in your life. It's good to have other male energy that is like pushing you to be better. So yeah, I don't know. I think I wouldn't like to be a man if I woke up tomorrow as a man, but I would try to make the best of it.
The question went down. If I woke up as a man tomorrow, I think a lot of aspects of life, like, be like, cool. But as far as like hitting on women, I don't know. Girls scare me, if I can be honest. And I'm bisexual too, but like, I try like sending a pickup line to a woman. I'm like, this sounds corny as fuck, man. Like, I have a certain appreciation for guys because they like do put their ass on the line a lot more and are way more open to rejection. But like, yeah, I don't know how well I would thrive in the relationship category being a man, but like extreme sports and stuff would be probably a lot more fun.
I would not like to woke up as a man, because first I think being a girl is sexy and good, and if I have to woke up as a man, I'm probably a gay or something, because like I'm just physically because from my point of view, like I just like men are physically attractive and sexy. But sometimes I would want to like be a man. The only reason is I think like, I mean like if I'm a man and I have a like hot girlfriend, that would be, I don't know, that would be happy. Yeah.
I would have to agree. I wouldn't want to wake up as a man. Maybe just for a day it would be cool, but then I would want to go back to being a woman.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow as a man and I'm gonna be like, the fuck did we do, bro? Like,
Okay. So it'd be cool for one day for you.
Yeah, just one.
What?
Because maybe I would just do everything. Like I would go, I don't know.
You'd
Like,
do
I
a
would-
dick helicopter?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
to say I did it.
There you go. There you go. So, got a question here. Have any of you had sex with guy, and with the
No.
yeah. This is more so a question for the women, with the intention of pursuing it further, but he either fuck zones you, so he doesn't have any interest in a relationship, or he ghosts you, or just loses interest after the first time you guys sleep together.
No, I haven't.
Never had that happen.
No.
Never had that happen.
No.
So every guy you've gone with, it's proceeded.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there was one time this guy was like, "Oh, I'm not ready for a relationship," and
Tilt the microphone down just a bit.
yeah, this guy was like, "I'm not ready for the relationship." Like, "Oh, I have anxiety and depression." I was like, "Fuck you."
But not because of like the anxiety and depression, right?
What?
Not because of like the anxiety and depression.
Yeah, because
right?
it's just
It was
not
an excuse.
Yeah, it's obviously an excuse, but I'm like, I don't know. He probably is like a casual sex person or something.
I'm going to get the super chat while we have it. Mr. Mike Davis with the $10 super chat. So all these females running their mouths about male privilege but don't want to change teams. Joseph would switch teams in a heartbeat. Your response to Mr. Mike Davis.
Dude, Mike, what did I do to you? He's so funny. Like, he just knows how to troll. Like, you're the biggest troll ever, and I love it. But I fucking hate you at the same time. Literally.
Yeah, he's a legend. Mike Davis is a legend. That is interesting, though. So, I mean, you often hear this term, like, there's all this talk about how males are privileged and all this stuff, but yet none of you want to switch sides. So I guess just to riff off of Mike Davis here, and we'll come back to the question I had just asked is, do you guys believe in male privilege? Or do you, or maybe perhaps a better question is, do you think overall men are more privileged than are women? Go ahead.
I don't want to start anything. I feel like...
Do it. Start it.
Yes.
Start it.
I feel like yes. When it comes to sports, when it comes to employment, wage, everything to do with that. Okay, maybe not everything. Okay.
Okay. What do you mean by
But
sports?
definitely sports. Like in terms of like WNBA and NBA, everybody chooses to watch NBA. Yes. What? Because WNBA is boring. I get it, but still they should be paid the same amount. I feel like training is hard.
Okay, so you think the WNBA should be paid the same amount as the NBA?
I feel like
the players.
I feel like not the same, just because.
What you just said?
Well,
hold on, you just said
not the same, but definitely more for sure.
They should be paid more.
Yes.
Okay, I want to go around the table really quick on that specific thing. Yes or no? Do you think the WNBA, the Women's National Basketball Association, should be paid the same as the NBA, the men's league?
I don't watch that a lot, but
Yes, just yes or no.
no.
Hensley.
No.
I did with my dad, but that's it.
You'd what?
Like once.
No. Do you think that the WNBA should be paid the same as the NBA?
Yeah.
So the women's team compared to the men's teams?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'll get into that, but go ahead.
No.
Kitty.
I do know that the NBA obviously brings in more revenue, and so it does make sense that they're getting paid more, but I do think that the gap is way too big. So I do think that when the WNBA should be paid more, maybe not equal, depending on how much money they're bringing in.
Like I've seen these women train.
Okay, I want to ask one question before I let the guys chime in on this. I want you to name one WNBA player.
Haley Jones.
None.
Nobody?
It's probably a Michelle.
I don't even know
Brittany
Haley
Griner.
Jones.
Yeah.
Okay, besides the one that's in fucking Russia.
Yeah.
Okay, so your guys' answers, do you guys think that the WNBA, the women players should be paid as much as the men?
No, just because, like she said, the NBA brings in more revenue just based on like watch time and the level. I mean, like the size of the events they put on and everything like that. But yeah.
I would say no, just like Justin stated. It's like all about revenue. It's like who's watching. You can't really pay people multi-million-dollar contracts if that revenue's not coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And Sue Bird, that's the only one I know, Sue Bird.
But can I add something? It's also like a cycle of, obviously you're not going to bring in more money if people aren't watching. Like it's kind of like you're just trapped. I don't know how we would even get out, or they would get out of that.
I think at that point it goes to the entertainment. Like the NBA, it's like you can see a dunk how many times over and over again in the NBA. And I think, like, I'm not even trying to bring it here, but like I think there's less than like 20 recorded dunks in the WNBA. So it's like if you go to see one movie that's super boring versus everyone goes to see the movie that's popular, that's, you know, it's got a lot of reviews. It's like kind of that type of thing where it's like I feel like the level of play might need to be brought up in the WNBA. Maybe, you know, same thing as the NBA. And like the NBA is changing, just like the NBA nowadays is not played like the NBA of the 80s or the 70s. You know, you have athletes who are way bigger who are playing at the same level as the skill guys were playing. So I think that's another thing that's going to have to, you know, come along, is like maybe the skill level, or not just skill level, but just the entertainment aspect of it. Maybe they got to play faster, quicker, just like every other sport. Everyone wants to see quicker and faster and bigger. I don't know.
Did you want to respond to him, or?
Like in terms of like refs too, like there's more women like refs now, and then people like on the board like actually speaking. So it's really cool to see like females, really, I don't know, coming into like that employment and like that space, which is normally like very male based. Same with football as well.
So, okay, so I mean, the fact of the matter is that the NBA subsidizes the WNBA. There's nothing preventing women from going to the games, buying the jerseys, watching the WNBA when it's televised. The fact of the matter is it's just not as entertaining as the NBA. And they're just, if I'm going to get called sexist, but the fact of the matter is that there's a male physical advantage. It's, sorry guys, we have a motorcycle passing by. So men can jump higher, men can run faster. So I suspect it's more exciting to watch the NBA. I don't really watch it, but there's not a demand for the WNBA. And the fact of the matter is the NBA is subsidizing. The WNBA operates at a loss. So, I mean, how far can we take this argument though? Should we be subsidizing male strippers? Because I don't think there's any male strippers out there really. So what about male models? Their opportunity to make money is dwarfed by the money that male or women models make. And there's all kinds of discrepancies. I mean, and it's interesting though that you bring in that there should be more women on the boards of these companies. Well, you don't often hear women saying that there should be more iron workers. I don't know if you guys know what iron workers are, but they're basically the men that scale the skyscrapers and build the buildings. I think it's about 98% of men in those jobs. You don't often hear people saying we need more women in undesirable jobs. You guys just want the comfortable, air-conditioned office jobs. Okay, I think I've thoroughly triggered everyone. Okay, so I don't know how we got onto the WNBA. What was the initial question?
It was male privilege or something like that.
Oh, we were talking about male privilege. Okay, we'll go around.
I think it exists in some level, but overall, no. Because I think, like, male do, like, have to go through a lot of difficulties that, for example, like, support the family and stuff to try to, like, satisfy what, like, women and society want them to do. So I think that definitely is, like, harder. Yeah.
Ensley? I know you're dying to get in on this.
Not really. I think it kind of equals out on both sides. You know, like there are certain privileges that men get that women don't have, but it also goes vice versa. You know, like women do have a certain extent that they get in the world, just like with our charm and our femininity, and that's something men don't have. But there are other privileges like men's physique and physical, like having testosterone. That is going to get you probably a security job over me. You know, like. It weighs out pretty equally on both sides, but it just is in different places.
Yeah.
Natasha?
I agree with Hensley.
I also agree with her too. Likewise.
Yeah, very well said. I agree. Both have privileges.
Yeah, same thing. I'd say we both have like certain privileges, but I'd say they weigh out and make it equal.
I would say like male privilege. I think in my personal experience, like just life, I think that like the more male expectations than outweigh any privilege that's ever been had with a male, because I feel like everything that happens as a man is expected, or if you don't do anything that you're supposed to do, it's like you're supposed to be shamed for that. I feel when it comes to male privilege, I can't really think of, like in the workplace, I feel like there's a lot of male privilege, especially in the sports and entertainment world. When it comes to like money, I know they're starting to work to kind of equal that out, but you know, men are expected to pay for dates and, you know, just raising a family, and I get that. It's not like saying it's a bad thing. Like as a man, I feel like that's part of your nature, is to kind of lead, you know, at some point in your life. But I think male privilege, I think certain aspects, like everyone has said, in life is where that's at.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of reject the concept of broad privilege for both. I don't think you can be, just because you're male, I don't think that puts you necessarily in a privileged position over all women. I mean, the 5-year-old boy who has terminal cancer and is going to die in 3 months, him being a male there's no benefit that he is reaping that. So, I mean, I think there are far better privileges one can have, like having two-parent privilege, or being born into an incredibly wealthy family privilege, or being able-bodied privilege. I think these far surpass any of the female or male privileges. So anyways, I don't want to stick too long onto that, but I do want to, let's just do some super chats while we got them.
Hi, Tommy. Hi, Riles.
All right, so we got Glebus LA. Thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Good to see you again. Let everyone rate themselves 0 to 10, and after boys rate girls and girls rate boys, reality check. LOL. Yeah, we can do that really quick. Starting over here, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say an 8.
Into the microphone.
I would say an 8.
6.
10.
8.
8. 10.
8.
7.
I was gonna say like 6.5, 7. Just round it up or something. I don't know.
So 10 and 10. Okay. So you guys are 10s. Why? Just looks. Your looks are 10.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're talking about overall?
Yeah.
Or are you just talking about physically?
You didn't give yourself a 10 though, right?
I said 8, no.
Okay. Okay. So you guys are 10s.
Does that mean like, because my only thing with that, because obviously I understand confidence in yourself, like knowing that you're a 10, that you're the best you can be. There's a whole ass fucking car show going on outside.
Sorry, guys.
Does that mean you guys are leaving like no margin for error? Like there's nothing you need to work on yourself when you say you're a 10?
No, I think that's part of it. You're a 10 if you're working on yourself.
Exactly. I feel like you can't be a 10 without being like working on yourself.
Yeah, constantly growing, moving up.
Yeah.
That's the fun part of it, but that's also just life. You can be a 10 in your current state while still progressing.
I'm going to change mine to a 10 now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to roast them on this.
What would you rate yourself, Brian?
6.9 on a good day.
Okay, just making sure we're accurate.
My typical...
So it changes on the
7.
day.
Round it up to 7. Just got to round it up. 7.
6.9. But yeah, sure. 7 on a good day. Why not? Okay, so... Kiki. Okay, Kiki's in the chat. If all the women who think WNBA players should be paid more watched the WNBA, they would be paid more. That is indeed true. Thank you for the $10 10 Canadian dollars, man. Much appreciated. Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is, it's just not that fucking exciting to watch. Okay, I said it.
But those same women probably. Never mind.
What's up? Say it. Say it.
I take it back.
Say it, Kitty.
I disagree with what I was about to say.
Do it. Okay, fine. Okay, we got Tommy Z with the $10 soup chat. Hey, Joseph, I think you should come home. I forgot to feed your turtle, Harold, and he's upside down in his tank. Maybe he's just sleeping. Is this your buddy? Is this your homie?
This is one of my friends. So we all live in one of the apartment complexes down here, and he moved down with some of my teammates. He's not on the team. He's just one of our good friends, and he's fucking lying right now. My turtle better not be dead. I'm gonna be like really mad.
Wait, do you actually have a turtle?
I do. I have a turtle named Harold Sailor. Yeah. And
Do you ever walk him in the street?
what do you mean? No, I took him out. So like the first day we got him, we went to like the rescue shelter. Not for the turtle. We were trying to get a dog. And there was no dogs there, and we went to PetSmart because we thought they'd have fucking abundance of dogs, which I don't know why. And there was 0 dogs, and we were trying to get a hamster, and I was like, everyone's had a hamster. And I heard there's a whole thing on TikTok where hamsters die in like the most brutal ways possible.
Yeah,
so
they do.
definitely don't get a hamster. And then we saw a turtle, and me and my close friend down here, he's like, we should get that. Well, actually, I was like the first person to say it, and he's like, we don't need that. And then like halfway through, I was like, we can come back another day. And he's like, we're gonna fucking get this turtle, or else we're not going home. So we got the turtle, and at first we thought the turtle was just gonna sit there. And then next thing we know, I left our apartment, we came back, and there's like 12 girls watching our turtle. And I was like, yeah, it paid off. The turtle paid off. So.
Okay. Can we get some turtle emojis in the chat? Guys, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I want to just continue on with my previous question, which was basically, have you ever been ghosted by a guy after the first time that you hooked up with him? And I think we are left off at you, Hensley.
Oh yeah, when I used to drink a lot, I was super messy. So I like to say it doesn't really happen anymore. It doesn't happen anymore. But yeah, when I was younger and immature, and I definitely thought if I gave someone sex, then that would mean they would just be in love with me because that's what they wanted, right? And it was very naive thinking. Yeah, definitely happened.
Natasha?
That's not happened to me.
Yet? Okay.
Excuse me.
Wow. That hasn't happened to me.
Hasn't happened to this.
Which microphone are you speaking into?
This one?
Okay, go ahead.
Hasn't happened.
Kitty?
Has not happened.
Okay.
Nope, has not happened.
Been ghosted by a guy. Definitely hasn't
No.
happened.
For you guys, have you ever been ghosted by a girl after the first time you hooked up?
I don't really like hook up, so that's not something that's like relates to me.
You've never hooked up?
I have, but like it's like a long ass time ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
so that's something that.
Fair enough. Okay.
Has it happened to you?
Once or twice. It's happened to me, yeah.
We all take L's, man.
Yeah, sometimes you take L's. Sometimes you take
Just gotta hold it, man.
Yeah, she wasn't into the rope stuff. Okay, so anyways, moving on.
Brian, you're a freak, huh? You kinky, boy.
Moving on. So I want to go around the table once again. In the opposite sex, is there a preference, standard, or boundary that you think that the opposite sex has that you take issue with? So, for example, if this side of the table is answering the guys, we might say, well, it's kind of annoying if girls have a height preference, for example. So is there any preferences for the women? Are there any preferences, standards, or boundaries that men have that you think are unreasonable or you take issue with? Go ahead.
Can I just think about it for
You know what I could do? I could read a list. I've written them down. I could read you a list of some preferences that men have. I don't think it's quite a exhaustive list. Unless you guys already have some that come to mind.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I'll read the list, and I want you guys to take note if there's any that you have issue with. Okay, so here are some preferences, standards, or boundaries that's not, some men might have some men have all, some men might have none. Youthful, feminine, fidelitous from the jump, so sexual faithfulness from the get-go. Peaceful, pleasant, not quarrelsome, doesn't nag, gentle, innocent, modest, humble, demure, temperance, cooperative, submissive, follows your lead. Not okay, so those are kind of some personality traits. We're going to get into physical. Not obese, fit, petite. Some guys like big boobs, some guys like small boobs. Team small boobs, okay. Fat ass, does not have plastic surgery, so no BBL, no fake breasts, no lipo, no fake lips, doesn't cake on makeup, wears no makeup, has long hair, shaves her body hair, not a hoe, not the town bicycle, so low body count, doesn't post revealing photos online, doesn't currently or in the past do any type of sex work, not a single mother, doesn't party, doesn't go to bars, clubs, drinks in moderation or doesn't drink at all, gives head. That's it for now.
Did Patrick Bateman or like Andrew Tate write that? What the? That's like, damn.
Well, that's just an exhaustive. That's just an exhaustive. That's an exhaustive list of some of the things I've heard that men want in women. Anything there that you guys take issue with or disagree with, or that you can, or just a preference you guys think men have that you don't like? Hello?
Okay, it's on the list, and I've heard this, but some guys like the chill girl or the cool girl that doesn't really say how they feel, and they're just, you know what I'm talking about? Like
a robot.
Like a robot. Like you're chill and you hide everything that you're really feeling. You're not really expressing it.
On the topic of robots, really quick, just to interrupt this, we're going to come back to this list, though. I want everyone to answer it. Eric, please pull up the Andrew Tate robot clip.
What?
Tate, I believe it's a robot. Scroll down. They're all down by. Wait. Or actually, no, I think it's submissive. Sorry, my bad. It's called, yeah, that one.
And also, too, I worry if I am too submissive, will he not respect me?
No. Get rid of that. Get rid of that.
Get rid of that stupid
That
shit.
won't respect me crap. That's not real.
Is that real? Really?
You know what? So many women say to me, "You're so Andrew. You know what? You're so rich, but you're smart, and you're actually very intelligent. And I know you'd get really bored of a robot." And I'm sitting there thinking, "Bitch, I wish to God you were a robot." You better shut the fuck up. We talk about star signs? Oh yeah, I'm so glad. Tell me more about by Sagittarius rising, you idiot. I don't give a fuck. Give me a robot. All men want robots. That's all we want. Yeah. 4 wives, robots, inshallah. Put the burqa on. Yep. What are you talking about? We don't care. 2 coffees. Yeah. That's it. It's nice and easy. There's no such thing as too submissive. There's no such thing. I'm never going to look at a beautiful woman who does everything I say and go, you know what? You do too much of what I say. I want to go get some disagreeable bitch.
Okay, your guys' reaction to the video. You can go first.
I just hate him.
You guys,
that
please,
made my point.
please, into the microphone.
Oh, sorry. That made my point. The not being able to express your emotions and just that. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like he sounds like he wants like a dog or a pet, not a woman. Like we're human beings.
You go ahead.
I thought the video was funny. Just because it is true. Like sometimes guys like girls that just shut the fuck up and do what they're told. But me personally, I think I have a good personality, so I would hope whoever gets with me enjoys the fact that I can have a little fun and not be a robot 24/7.
Not making any sense what he said.
What do you mean? It doesn't make sense.
I don't agree with him.
So he was basically saying, here's what men want.
Yeah.
And you think men don't want that.
I think first, like not all men want that kind of girl.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
And second, it's just not making any sense. I don't like him.
Hensley.
I've actually spoken on this video, so I'm going to leave time for everyone else to speak on it.
I've also spoken on this video, but I think obviously he's being funny. Like, he's being exaggerated about it. But I don't think there's anything wrong with the girl being submissive to her guy, you know, as long as he's taking care of her in the ways that are expected from him. So,
did you want to come in on this?
I don't think he's straight. It doesn't seem like.
Wait, sorry. Hold on, just one. Sorry, guys. We got some motorcycles. If you can just repeat what you said.
I don't think he's straight.
You don't think he's straight?
No.
Why?
He doesn't seem like he's even attracted to women. He seems like he's attracted to the idea of a woman, like the idea of like wanting a submissive partner who just does everything you say and is like, well, he's like a little robot. Like no actual man wants that. Like.
I mean, he just said it.
That's why he's not straight.
But so are you saying gay men are more robotic? I'm just trying to understand what you.
I'm saying he's confused on what he even wants. Like, I don't think that he would even act, like, I feel like if he had that in front of him, he wouldn't even want that. Like, I feel like that's just the idea, like a mindset he has, almost like a people pleasing mindset, because he thinks that's what every other man wants. So if another man sees him have that woman, other men are gonna give him that like admiration of like, wow, like he's that guy. Yeah.
Did you want to come in on this? No? Okay. So he's gay? Is Andrew Tate gay? We've got it. Breaking news. Okay, so...
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I think Tate knows exactly what he wants, and I think he's actually experienced women like that because he's at such a high level that he can get any woman that he wants, and they are going to treat him the way that he wants to be treated, you know? He has the ability to take care of multiple women financially, emotionally, all that stuff. I'm sure that he doesn't want actual robots. I think he's very capable of having a very deep connection with the women. I think he's obviously, like I said, he's being exaggerated. But it's true that guys really do want their girl to follow them, and they want to lead them, and they want to show them new things and support them and take care of them. It's a protective thing. When a guy loves a girl, they want to protect them and take care of them. So yeah.
Your response to Natasha?
I just feel like he does a really shitty job of like expressing that, if that is what he feels, because like there's nothing wrong with that, obviously, but it's like there's the difference between like wanting that and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, but like when you then go to the point of humiliating a woman for like doing the thing, like he doesn't seem like even appreciative of like even if like he were to have that woman, you know. Like it seems like he would just like, I don't know, he seems like what I said, like depreciative of women. Like he doesn't value them, in my opinion.
He doesn't value them because he wants a woman who's submissive?
No, because of how he speaks on them as a whole, not just based on that one video.
Okay. Do you guys want to respond to the Andrew Tate video?
I don't have much to say about him. I think he's just a bit over the top, and he's like saying all this stuff because he has this persona and this level of fame. I think he's a capable guy of having a girlfriend. You know, maybe he wouldn't appreciate that woman based on like how he speaks openly, but I think he's just putting on a front just so he can keep his level of fame, and yeah.
Basically what Majestic said, I think his audience is like dudes from 13 years of age to 23 and still living at your mom's house. Like, he's just, I've never understood him. Like, I understand he says some things that are interesting and kind of make sense, but the way he presents himself when it comes to, like, he gives like an ultimate villain vibe. And I think young boys like to see someone who's rich, popular, and can basically talk however he wants. They like to see that, and knowing that they want to emulate. I know there's a lot of kids who want to emulate that image, but I just don't think like the way he talks about women is kind of interesting, because I was raised in a household of like five sisters, and I don't know, the way he like talks about women is just like not how I was raised to like view women. And I'm not meaning to sound like a Obama's boy or anything like that, but it's just like Andrew Tate, like chill out a little bit, like touch some grass, like I don't know. You got cool glasses, but it just, you gotta chill out a little bit.
So you're not a fan of Andrew Tate?
I haven't even watched enough of his. Like, my friends send me clips. They'll be sending me clips on TikTok. By the way, if you send me a clip on TikTok, I'll watch like 3 seconds of it and I turn it off. Like, I'm not watching that whole thing. But like, it's just like they'll send me clips of like a good point he makes, and then he follows it up with a lot of just like, I don't know. I won't say BS, but just like why? Like, I don't know. And I think that's a lot of the people he speaks to are either a lot of people who haven't had a lot of experience with an actual girl, like being in a relationship, or just young boys who are taught that all women are just evil, blah blah blah, this and that. Which I understand. Like, there's a lot. Like, we're in college. I've seen some shit like on both sides, like men, women. Like, damn, Isla Vista is crazy. This area is like fucking crazy. But I just think like feeding young minds that kind of information and not having them like kind of think for themselves can be dangerous. It also can be a weapon. Like like I said, he says some things where I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and that's, you know, that's facts. But at the same time, like, just like with politics or like movie stars or anything else, anyone who influences in your life, especially young people who haven't even experienced what it's like to, you know, be a mature adult. I think that's one thing he's got to be careful with. But, you know, he's got money, he's got power, he can say what the fuck he wants, just like, you know, our presidential candidates and this and that. So,
just to clarify, you said though that you have not seen many clips of Andrew Tate. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't really be like, oh.
So that is definitely one of his more enthusiastic takes.
Yeah.
Let's just say.
And I feel like a lot of it's an act too, because he knows itself.
Yeah, he hams it up.
Why do we watch reality TV? Because it's drama. We watch dating shows because they know that it sells having that friction. So
yeah.
And I'm sorry. Can I say
Go ahead.
something? Yeah. I have something like to react with what Natasha said. I think like her point definitely makes sense. Like,
sorry, whose point doesn't make sense?
Natasha's.
You disagree with Natasha?
No, like I agree with her, but
okay.
I want to add something more. Like,
sure.
Like it's reasonable, and also like, I don't know, guys want a girl that is submissive and caring. That's cool. That's fine. Like a lot of girls want to be like that. Like I'm also like one of like that kind of girl. I want to take care of my boyfriend. Like I want to be submissive, but like that's not the same concept as being a robot. Like you can be submissive and also have your own thought and provide something healthy to the relationship, but not being a robot. Yeah.
Bro, the chat is what? They're telling me to stop simping. I thought I was supposed to speak my mind on here.
Well, I mean, the chat's gonna be chat, you know, but
go touch some grass. That's all I gotta say.
Oh shit, they're gonna come for you, dude. Be careful.
I got a tough skin, bro.
The chat's
go
coming.
Touch some grass.
The chat's coming for you, man. So, okay, so I want to move on from the Tate thing. I want to bring it back to kind of the initial question that launched that. You gave your answer. I want to give the rest of the panel an opportunity to come in. So, are there any preferences that the opposite sex has? Preferences, standards, or boundaries that you believe the opposite sex has that you think you take issue with, or you kind of disagree with, or you don't like?
I feel like your boyfriend should definitely love you with or without makeup. That's one of them.
I agree with that one. Wait, what about if he can't love you if you wear makeup? He's like, I don't like that shit. Don't even wear it.
Then
Is that still an issue?
That would be an issue because I would like to dress up, you know, like putting on makeup. I'm sure you guys feel the same way. Makes you feel confident. Makes you feel bad. So I'd wanna feel like I would be able to do that.
Which would you prefer? A guy that wanted you to always wear makeup, or a guy that wanted you to never wear makeup?
I'd say always.
Really? Okay. You'd prefer a guy that... Okay, fine. Go ahead.
None. I think like all those things is reasonable. You can have whatever like preference you want, and also like girls also have different like preference on guys. So like it really depends on person. I don't have any issue on
but the
it.
makeup question.
The makeup question.
Would you prefer a guy who never wanted you to wear makeup, or a guy who wanted you to always wear makeup?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hensley.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Would he get mad at you for putting it on? would he get like mad at you for putting it on or no? Like
What?
if you were to like get ready with your friends or they came over to dinner or even you went out to lunch with your mom and you put on mascara, would he be like, why are you wearing mascara?
Well, the scenario is the guy who either wants you to never wear makeup
Yeah.
or always wear makeup.
Yeah.
Tasha, I think I know your answer, but go ahead.
Wait, what was the question again? Do I have any issue with any of them?
Makeup.
Oh, the makeup
Yeah.
thing? Oh, sorry, my bad. We had like 2 different questions going right now. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you skip me? Sorry.
Okay, forget the makeup question. We're just going to go just back to preference. Okay, so you answered that, Hensley. Any preferences that men have that you take issue with?
No, not really. They're allowed to like who they like.
Sure. Natasha.
No, they're all reasonable.
Come on, I know you guys are opinionated. Come on.
I would just go back to the makeup thing because it's like if you met me wearing a full face of makeup, always getting ready, like doing my thing, why is it that all of a sudden now you have an issue with me going out, getting ready to go out with my friends if you're not included? And it's like specifically the point where it's like if you're not included in the plans, that's when you decide to catch an attitude over me getting ready. I feel like that's not fair.
Kitty?
I feel like all of them were reasonable preferences, but personally, one I would have an issue with was the not being able to go out thing. And I think we talked about that last time.
Sure. Okay. So, and what is your issue with that?
I'm a grown woman and I'm gonna do what I want. Like I'm not being.
You're
I'm
gonna
not
do. You're
going,
grown.
I'm
Sorry,
not
I'll let you
going
go,
out
go
and
ahead.
being disrespectful. Like you should be able to trust me. I know I'm your girl and I know what that entails. So I'm gonna do me. But like you're not my dad. Like you're not gonna tell me what I can and can't do.
Let me ask you a question though. So, do you want to be married at some point?
Yes.
So you said that the guy's not your dad, and I agree with that. But in terms of like once you're in a long-term relationship, like such as a marriage, who do you think should have more authority over you, your dad or your husband?
My husband, when I'm married.
When you're married, right? Okay. So when you're married, would you, if your husband said, "But I don't want you going to the club," are you still going to go to the club?
We can have a conversation about it. I'll ask you why you have a problem with me going.
Okay.
And we'll figure it out.
Sure. Okay. I'll open it up to you two guys. If you guys have is there a preference that women have that you take issue with?
Not really. I feel like everybody has their own preferences. Like with the going out thing, yeah, if we're in a relationship, then I trust you to go out and like be respectful of me.
You wouldn't would you have an issue with your girl if she was going out to the club all the time?
It depends. I feel like there's different situations, but I would definitely like be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like if we're not hanging out and then she's going to the club every single night instead of hanging out with me, then it's like, damn, like what's going on here? But I feel like every situation is different, really.
Joseph.
A preference.
Preference, standard, or boundary that you think that women have that you think is unreasonable or you disagree with?
I think like what I said at the beginning, the communication thing, like, waiting for the guy to ask about everything. If what are we, I feel like that's something that's kind of been prevalent throughout our culture and just our world since I feel like the jump. And I think like, especially nowadays, you don't know what someone else is thinking. I think, in my opinion, in my experiences, like I really like someone, but I have no clue what they're feeling because you get like these super mixed signals, and then you don't want to ask them because you feel like that might offend them. So it's like just a better communication line. I think that, and I'm not saying that's about all women. I just think like me personally, it's like that's one standard. I think that I feel that needs to change. Like men don't need to initiate everything. To be honest,
men don't need to initiate everything.
I don't like. Dude, I do not like initiating everything. I really don't.
But let me ask you a question. Do you have to?
I feel like I have to. I think I have to, most definitely.
What would happen? You're single right now, right?
Yeah.
Are you like kind of seeing any girls right now or not really?
No, not really.
Okay. What would happen if you didn't initiate?
What do you mean?
If you didn't initiate, what would happen? Like, would girls come to you?
If I didn't initiate, like girls coming to me, like they'll find me attractive.
Well, I guess a better way to phrase this question is, how frequently do women initiate with you? Whether you're at a party, they DM you. How often does that happen?
I think that's happened like a handful of times. Definitely not at a party because I've never seen a girl like come up to a guy. Well, they're super hammered. They do that.
Oh,
like,
and they're
well, there's under the influence or something, but like, yeah, it's just not expected. I think with just a little bit of background with like football and like I don't know, just body. I feel like that's something that's helped me in my life when it comes to like girls.
Body.
Oh God.
Can we?
Yeah.
Can you show us the tries really quick? Like a little bit.
I
of
do
tries
not want to do this.
Maybe a little bicep flex.
Do that.
Damn. Fuck, dude.
That.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God damn. Fucking Myra.
Yeah, that's helped me like with girls. I don't know.
Shit, you should have came in the tank, man.
Nah, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
But, no. Yeah, I feel like that's only happened a handful of times in my life. And I've heard like from friends like, hey, this girl likes you, whatever, and this and that. And it's like, why am I hearing from the friend instead of her actually? Because like if I really like someone, I'm gonna like try to get their info or I'm gonna talk to them. But like I feel like with girls, it's not the same way around. I feel like a lot of people just beat around the bush. I don't know.
So you're frustrated that you have to always initiate.
That's not like always, but like when I like someone, that's how I feel. It's like I always have to initiate everything. Yeah. Or when I feel that someone likes me, or I've been told someone else likes me, I feel like it's just like a waiting game. Like, oh, when is he gonna text me, or when is he gonna DM me? It's like you're a capable human being too. Like if you're feeling the same way, like why can't you do the same? You know what I'm saying? So and that's happened. Like when that's happened, I was like, oh shit, like, this is super cool. Like I don't know, it just feels good to be like someone's actually interested in you, and you know that it's not hearing from someone else.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you why overwhelmingly women don't initiate, and it's because they frankly don't have to. Because there will always be a guy that's willing to handle the entire burden of initiation. So, I mean, has it been your experience that even after you've gone on 1, 2, 3 dates, you're still having to continue initiating? Whether that be, hey, let's hang out, you're planning things, maybe it's even initiating intimacy. You're always the one that has to sort of be the one to make the first move.
I think like, cause there was a girl I was seeing, and like after the 3rd date, she was like the one texting me about hanging out and stuff. And I think especially now with, I think in my personal experience with life with being an athlete and just everything else with culture, that initiating stuff like sexually is like for guys, I feel like that's a no-go. I don't like initiate anything.
Wait.
Just like in this, the culture of just like not almost, I don't want to say rape culture, but like sexual assault is such a huge thing when it comes to like athletes in general. The big things just happened where like San Diego State, he's a kicker in the NFL now. It just came out that him and his teammates like brutally raped a girl. Jesus, and it was like, and then that's what everyone's image of like football players or like athletes are. I've heard that so much, and it's like, bro, I'm literally just playing this sport.
I mean, I don't get that impression from athletes. I don't think we should paint with a broad brush that athletes are predators. Not at all. But
yeah,
is there
I don't see that just from my teammates and stuff. I don't see that. There are a couple of dudes I played with, and I'm like, bro, you need to like calm down. But like from the outside view, like let's say if I go to Isla Vista, or if I go to, or even just on social media, I saw a TikTok, and it's like POV, you talk to a guy from the so-and-so school who plays on the team, and it's like just shitting on that person. Sorry, I got a gap. I whistle in my fucking talk, my bad. But it's like shitting on that person. It's like kind of like giving a standard of what all guys are who play that sport. And I looked at the comments, and it's like, bro, like I can't, like literally people's careers have been ruined because of stuff like that. There was a really big time football player who was about to go to the NFL, and a case came out against him, and he lost everything. And then 2 years later, it was
Brian Banks. Is that who you're talking about?
There is Brian Banks, but also his name's Sean Oakman.
Okay.
Really lost everything. 2 years later, the girl came up and said she just made it all up because they were like, he had basically dumped things with her.
So okay, really quick. So is there like have you received official communication from your team about this sort of stuff, or is this just your own thinking?
No. Like
okay.
Just
so I want to move. I just want to move on from that.
Okay.
But
all right.
but it, I mean, it is interesting that you're so I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're so terrified to initiate because you think that there's a slight off chance that it could be taken in the wrong way, or what's going on there?
Because you never know. Like, to be honest, like, if I'm getting to know someone that I really like, I hope we get to a point where I trust that person. I know we'll get to that point where I trust that person to not claim allegations like that, or to turn things when, let's say, you're more successful, or when you're not with them, you know, let's say you guys break up and then they go about telling other people you did things that you did not do. And I think it's just looking through social media and how everything is portrayed nowadays. I think, me personally, and a handful of my friends too, feel that same way. Like, I don't like initiating things with girls. When it comes to like kissing or whatever, it's something I just don't like. I don't know what I have to. Obviously, consent's a great thing, but like, I just feel like even asking, like, I feel like, oh my God, she's gonna like be like, no, is she gonna be scared? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not. So that's my biggest pet peeve with that.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't think you're not wrong, and I've definitely heard a lot of men echo those concerns of, I want to make sure that, you know, I'm not being too pushy, you know. But I think, but it almost seems to be.
Dude, they are on my head in the chat. God damn.
It's so. But do you think that it's stifling you from like even just going for the first kiss, for example? Do you feel that these concerns of yours are stifling you from initiating? Because you said you don't like to initiate, and I mean, I guess my take on that would be is like, you're probably losing a lot of chicks if you're not initiating.
It's not. Let me rephrase that. It's not that I don't like initiating. I just don't feel comfortable like nowadays. I think that's the big thing.
2022. Okay.
I don't feel comfortable initiating. Like, of course, everybody, like, I would love to kiss a chick if I really like this chick and we're on a date or whatever, and it's like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I feel like in today's culture, it's like you're uncomfortable or like almost scared to, you know, a little bit. So that's just my view.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely heard this fear from a lot of men, and I think that's why there's a lot of hesitation amongst men to go for the move and make the first move or whatever. That's certainly a concern. I know we've sort of talked about this a little before. I mean, I guess we can kind of go into that a little bit. I guess my question to the panel is, do you want the guy to go for the kiss? You want the guy to initiate?
I would say yes, definitely. I mean, it depends though. If I like the guy enough and I have a couple drinks in me, I think I would probably initiate it. It depends, yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Well, I probably went from A to B. Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was like a super serious, in-depth conversation that I feel like the woman probably had some opinions on, and then we're like, no, let's just ask this much nice, democratic, or not, what is it? Sort of, no, used it last time. Whatever. More PC question. Diplomatic. Thank you.
Is the word. Well, I mean, you're welcome to, if you want to respond to what he said, I'll open it up to the table.
I mean, I would just say me specifically, like the anxiety for it can be like valid, but also like don't rape women. And normally like you're pretty okay, you know what I mean? Like there's definitely the crazy women out there where like you break their heart and they can make that accusation, but I feel like if you're an upstanding person and like you've proven to be an upstanding person, you have past relationships you can rely on where these people can be like the whole Johnny Depp case. All of his past relationships were like, no, like he was never violent. Like there's also character building that you can do, whereas like if you have this anxiety, what are you doing to have this anxiety? Because
in the Johnny Depp case, like why all of a sudden when that came out about what's her name, Amber Heard, he lost everything too. If his record already showed that he was in good standings in relationships, why that one instinct? Why did that? Literally, his whole past doesn't mean anything at that point. If he's already shown a track record of having a good relationships in the past, why does that one instinct of Amber Heard basically debunk everything that, like you just said, with
it had to go to court, and that's like with big names and fame because money was involved and because fame was involved, but also like you are 20 in a team in football. Like I don't think anyone's after your pension or like You know what
But
I
I'm
mean? Like
saying
this
it's like-
anxiety you have right now
it-
doesn't seem very based.
I'm saying that like it's not always just like where you're at right now, because a lot of these cases that comes out, like I'm not Harvey Weinstein fucking weirdo, Bill
Right.
Cosby fucking weirdo, but like you notice a lot of those things came out years after their success.
Right.
So, and I understand there's a lot of instances of people just can't speak out because they're fear for their life, their positions in life. But like, why wait after like Sean Oakman? He was in college. He's already, a Division I athlete.
Brian Banks.
Yeah, they're already
High
at
school.
a high pinnacle. But then you wait till right when he's about to make that big money or make that big jump into that very successful that she comes out and says that, and it's not even true. So that's my biggest like pet peeve with that.
Okay. I mean, I guess when you're talking about like just like you're scared to initiate with women, like that seems silly to me. Like right now, like nothing should be holding you back. And it's like if you go in to kiss a girl, if you go in to ask a girl out and she rejects you, don't rape her, and she's probably not going to accuse you of rape. Despite
That's true, but at the same time, like me being not scared or uncomfortable with initiating, like obviously I'm not the highest. I don't make millions of dollars a year, but still I could lose school, I could lose football, I could lose everything too at the same time. No matter where you are in life, you still have a lot to lose as a man.
I mean, any argument that goes down to a he said, she said, where it has to like come into legal recognition or like the school disciplinary kind of thing, like there is a chance for both parties to speak, I think.
Well, actually, the Biden administration just rolled back. What's the term? They rolled back due process in universities. So now men who are allegations, there's really no longer any due process in the university system. And the fact of the matter is, most of these accusations are pointed towards men. Certainly, there's men that are monsters that are committing these crimes, but there are also men that are falsely accused. So it's men in universities are in an especially difficult position.
Go for it.
I mean, the due process kind of works in their favor at some point, because like literally we have someone working at UCSB who got not just accused but like actually convicted of having child porn on their computer, and he still is employed by UCSB. So that whole due process kind of works both ways.
He was convicted in a criminal court.
Yes, and he's still employed like to this day by UCSB.
How does that work? Like,
huh?
How does that work?
Okay,
I have no idea.
Guys, I need to take control of the conversation here. We're not going to talk about CP on the show. Okay, we're just not going to talk about that. So, sorry, but let's try to keep it a little bit light here. Okay, guys. I don't want to get fucking blocked from YouTube. So I want to move on from this conversation. I want to try to bring it a bit lighter because we've been getting into some topics here. So frankly, I don't recall where we were. We were talking about preferences. We were talking about initiative. You were saying that you have some concerns about initiating. So
that's the only thing. It's not even like I'm scared. I don't like when I go on a date with a girl, I don't sit there and I'm like, oh my God, I hope she tells everyone I raped her. It's just like, it's always a hesitation, like a slight hesitation with myself personally. And I've heard that from some of my friends too. So it's not just me just being a scary cat or just not being man enough, like a lot of people would say. It's just like, I've heard that from a lot of my friends as well too, that it's just like a little hesitation. And I think it's emulated in our culture. Like fear mongering is an actual thing when it comes to all sorts of different aspects of life. I feel like if we were taught to live in fear, like everyone's gonna live in fear. You know what I'm saying? And if you're taught that every man is gonna do something to you, I feel like a lot of people are gonna think that way. Same, just how life is now. Everything is on social media. Everything is recorded. Everything is uploaded to the internet. So anything you do in life can be accessed by a click of a button.
And also, not to bring, just to, God, the fact that you're a black man, I think actually puts you at a greater risk of being falsely accused. Anyways, did I just?
No, I don't I understand that. I think you understand that same thing too. Like I said, I was adopted from Liberia, West Africa when I was like 6 years old. I grew up in a white family, but I've also been taught and I've been able to experience. I have 2 adopted black uncles who live in Oakland. I've been able to experience Oakland culture and just both sides of the ball on all sorts of issues. And like, I definitely understand that, like, yeah, as a black man, that's a big thing still. No matter how you put it, there's a lot of things that come with that, you know, when it comes to just profiling and whatnot. But at the same time, I choose to not live within that, like, just because I'm black, I'm not gonna live out my life like everything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get shot or killed for it. Because at that point, what's the point of me living my life? I'm an individual, my skin is just how I was designed. You know, I feel like everyone has that unique aspect of themselves, but at the same time, like, I can choose to live outside of that.
I definitely agree with you. I think that you having that constant like thought in your head makes sense, and it's probably hard for us to understand because we're not in your shoes. But I do, especially the fact that you're an athlete. I think that Brian was saying he didn't think that was something that went into it, but I've definitely heard cases where people know that that's something that you have to lose, and it doesn't have to be him being a football player. It could be like him being a businessman. You know, it's something that you have to lose, and that's something that people are willing to hold against you.
You gotta go?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of have an emergency. I just checked my phone. My friend's kind of like in emergency, and she's on her own. I probably need to help her out.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We might have someone take your seat.
I was gonna say, you want me to scoot down?
Yeah, I think we'll have. I'm trying to think how I want to do this exactly, just so we can open up more microphones to everybody. We're gonna have, I think, everyone just scoot on down.
Good luck.
Anyways, while you guys rearrange your seats, I'm gonna read a couple super chats. So okay, let's see.
She done got serious, man.
Okay, Okay, we got that one. Glebs LA, thank you for the $10 super chat. Can we get welfare check for Harold the Turtle, please? Chat Plus, thank you for the $10 super chat. Mike Davis with the $10 super chat. I don't know about that shopping list, Brian. I just want a baddie with a fatty. More cushion for the push-in. Does everyone want to just scoot over a microphone? Or a chair, rather. Black girl can get it anytime. Miss China might get it too if she continues with that push-up bra. Unfortunately, she just walked out. That's unfortunate. She would have heard it. I don't know if she's still here, but okay. So,
Mike Davis, he's the most confusing person I've ever. I haven't even seen him what he looks like. Like 1 minute he's like bashing people, and the next minute he's like super horny for them. It's the weirdest thing.
we got Virgo with the $5 super chat. Population is on the verge of decline with. Sorry guys, just $10 and up, guys. Sorry. Glebus LA with the $10 super chat. Oh, another Tate video. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Okay, Glebus not a fan of Tate. And then, okay, there we go. Guys, just a reminder, $10 and up on the super chats. I want to lighten it up a little fucking bit because we've been talking about some fucking heavy shit, dude. Okay, so how do I lighten up? I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Have any of you ever had a threesome?
No, I haven't.
Hensley?
Mm-mm.
Never.
No, I got invited to a foursome, and I was very sad because it was very attractive people. And then I had just been all night shotgunning White Claws, and I was like, this is not going to end well if it happens. So
Sure.
I have not.
I have not.
No.
I have not.
No, I haven't.
Oh, sorry.
Neither have I.
Have you?
no.
No.
Has Brian, for real.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. When it comes to threesomes, I'd rather only disappoint one woman at a time.
That's facts. It's valid.
So there's that. Okay, so I'm trying to think where I really want to go from here. Let's see. I think we kind of wrapped up the whole preferences thing, sort of, kind of. So a few of you kind of skipped over. I don't know if everyone got an opportunity to answer the preferences thing, but okay. I'm going to ask, who do you think has more access to hookup culture, men or women?
probably say it's pretty even because there's a lot of men that are single and looking for, you know, hookups, and there's also a lot of women that might, you know, sexually, that's what they want, is just a hookup. But maybe I'll go with men.
Ensley?
Women, 100%. Men are so fucking easy.
I agree with Ensley.
I do too.
I feel like it is kind of even. I don't know.
Tilt the microphone down towards you a bit. By the way, you can scoot your chair in because, I mean, it'll make it much easier to talk into the microphone.
I think it's kind of even, like she said. Like, guys have that privilege of just being able to fuck around and, like, talk to multiple women at a time, and, like, no one even bats an eye.
No one bats an eye when men
or like
sleep
whores.
around.
Yeah.
Okay. And so do you think that that's unfair?
I don't think it's necessarily unfair. Like, I can care less, but I think it's definitely does play into that role.
So you think, so just to answer the question, who has more access to hookup culture? You think it's men or it's women?
Yeah, I think it's men.
Men have more access to hookup culture.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, do you want to come in on this?
I think women for sure, because I feel like if a girl is trying to like get with a guy, like just in general, I feel like the guy would not say no compared to like a girl, or if a guy was like trying to get with a girl, like I feel like it'd be way harder for the guy to make that happen than a girl.
Yeah, it's most definitely women, because like she said, so many guys are just fiending, bro. It's kind of crazy, especially playing on a football team. Like, you're around dudes all day, and you go to a party or anything, guys are just super easy, and I don't know, I don't like it being that way, like, but I think it's definitely girls can, when it comes to access, they can say yes or no whenever they want. I think guys have to like work for, if they want to hook up with a girl, they gotta work. So
you think it's easier for women to get laid?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
We'll go around the table again on that because that's a slightly different question. Your answer to that?
Yeah, I would have to agree that it's easier for women to get laid, I would say. Because they can decide. I feel like women also have a lot more options than guys would. And it's probably easier for them to get those options as well.
Actually, you know what? I want to start over here.
I was in the restroom. I missed the question.
Oh, just is it easier for men or women to get laid?
Oh, I think women, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely a woman.
Definitely women. Also, I've heard on dating apps too, like I've heard guys, they literally just...
Into the microphone, please.
Sorry. They literally just swipe like right on everything.
Yep.
And then whoever they match with, they're like, oh, okay. And then they like, you know, talk to them. But I was like, damn, really? Like you guys just, I don't know if that's probably, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah. Is that true?
Is that guys just swipe?
Yeah, is that like...
Yeah, I think guys kind of just swipe a bit more indiscriminately. I think women are more selective. Go ahead, Natasha.
Yeah, I would say women for sure. I think guys aren't picky at all these days.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So I want to pull up a chart. Eric, before you switch it over to the window tab, put it over to the hypergamy chart. And then once you're there, switch it over. So is it F11, by the way? Can you scroll out one? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this is a chart, and I just want your guys' impression of this, your reaction to this chart. So on the left there, you have whom men would happily partner with, and on the right, you have whom women would happily partner with. So basically, men are willing to date. They're willing to date across. They're willing to date down. They're willing to date up. And maybe this is wrong, but I want to get your guys' reaction to this. So basically, what you have happening here is you have women going after the top 20% of men, basically. Agree or disagree with this? You go ahead.
I would disagree.
You disagree?
Yeah. Because,
okay.
Just in my case, I feel like I have definitely dated down, and I feel like I have definitely dated like a catch.
Okay.
Or someone more attractive.
Yeah, I think women are just a little pickier, whereas like guys can see qualities in a lot of different aspects, whereas women, I think we're pretty secure and know what we want, and it's fewer men who provide that. We aren't willing to branch out so much and be like, well, they make up for a lot of things in other categories. We're more like, no, we want this one. Whereas men are like, well, she doesn't do this, but she has this. They're a bit more compromising with their standards.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say that the chart is accurate. It's really like crazy to me because I hear stories from guys, like just guy friends, and they tell me like who they hooked up with and whatever happens, whatever, you know. And they say that they really didn't even find some of these girls attractive. They just did it to do it. And I couldn't even understand that. I don't get that. So
Yeah, I agree with the chart.
I think it's pretty accurate. I think that's crazy as hell too. Like, how could a guy hook up with a girl and then 5 minutes later already be not even just regretting it, but like just having like that mindset of like, oh well, it already happened, like didn't even want to in the first place, but like
they're so detached from it.
Yeah, exactly, like detached from reality.
Can you show the camera your nails, by the way? Can we get a little?
They're a little shitty.
She does,
but they change colors based on the temperature.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
How do you wipe?
I don't use my fingers. I don't claw into my ass, so it's okay.
Kitty, go ahead, answer the initial question.
I agree with the chart as well. I feel like you said, a lot of men are kind of trying to figure out what they want, whereas more times women know what they want. And like if we're matching up age groups.
Yeah, I'd agree with it, I'd say, because like we were talking about earlier, like the football players and just guys can be crazy, man, and they'll take what's given to them. So I feel like it's true in an extent. Yeah.
In the rare occasion, and I've only seen it a couple times with some of my friends, I've known a couple of girls who would purposely like date down, like to make kind of, I don't know, it's a weird way to say it, but they wanted to basically feel a superiority complex over their boyfriend. And I feel like if a girl is dating up, it's either because the guy has status, money, or super attractive, obviously. But I think it kind of, I agree with the chart for the most part, but I have seen like girls who date down for that superiority complex. It's the weirdest thing ever, but.
Word? Wait, but so, okay. A few of you guys said that men have more access to hookup culture. But, I mean, if we're going by the chart, and I would say that the top 10, maybe top 20% of men have access to hookup culture. But the fact of the matter is that the average man has no access to hookup culture. Whereas the average woman, if she was so inclined, could very easily hook up with someone. Average men can't really partake in hookup culture. In other words, regularly hooking up with new people. For average men, it's for most of them to get sex, it's going to have to be a relationship. So
That's facts.
thank you, Natasha. I want to ask you guys a question. Would you guys be okay dating an average guy?
Can I ask like average looking or average in
Just
general?
average in all, average earner, average looking, average personality, not particularly funny. Nice, decent guy, decent dude, but just average, unremarkable.
You wanna go?
It's a hard no.
Is he loyal and does he lie?
He is loyal.
Averagely loyal.
Yeah.
I would say yeah. There's nothing bad with him. Like, I don't mind average.
Okay.
Just as long as he's not a robot, obviously.
Okay.
If I considered myself average, probably, but
you're a 10, so.
yeah, I like to stay on par.
I would say no, because why would you date average if you could do better?
Okay.
Yeah, same. I think it also just depends on both self-esteems, like the man and the guy. Because like a girl could be super pretty, but then have a horrible self-esteem or dysmorphia, you know? So I think it just depends too on like how she is, you know, about herself. Because I've seen girls too that are like really pretty and then with like this man that I'm like, why are you with him? No offense. Or the other way around. Like you know.
Sure.
Like,
Oh, were you continue? Go
no,
ahead.
that's it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I feel like it depends if I like think he's average, because if like he's average in everyone else's eyes but not in mine, I don't give a fuck. Like that's like a man.
There are certain metrics that we can look at. I mean, we can look at income, we can look at height. So I mean, we can go. Do you have a height preference?
Yes.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
What is your height limit? Like bare minimum height.
Bare
for a guy.
minimum is 5'9". Like I will not do anything lower than that.
Mhm.
But like what I'm like aiming for, I guess, would be like 6 foot.
6
But
feet.
like I
Okay.
don't exclude from that. Like I'm not like, ew, you're 5'11".
Okay. Fair enough.
The average question? No. Actually, realistically, I would not date someone who was
Average. Okay. So an average guy is probably a guy, you know, once he's out of university, he's 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", making $40,000-$50,000 a year. Average.
I think it also depends on how you're doing. Like, if you're doing the same, you can't really like knock him down for doing what.
I think it
Come on
also,
in.
sorry, it depends too on their emotional maturity and their loyalty and just how they are and like as a person. You know?
So I guess I want to ask this question a slightly different way. Do any of you have would you rather have a loyal average guy, he's loyal to you, or share a top tier male? So maybe you're the main chick, but he's gonna fuck around. You're the main chick, but he's gonna have side pieces. But he's fucking super attractive, all the other, you know, tall, wealthy, status.
I would rather have a guy that's very loyal, very just emotionally in tuned. Just I think that's more important.
Okay, I'll go around the table on this one. Go ahead.
I would not want to be with someone who was like had a side piece in any circumstance. Yeah, I would definitely pick the average guy who's loyal.
Do any of you have a celebrity crush?
Leo's got my heart.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh my God, yes.
So would you be
I'm
okay?
still in the age range if you're out there, babe.
Would you be okay sharing Leonardo DiCaprio?
Absolutely. Sharing is caring.
Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, I would share. I'd be able to share.
A top tier guy.
Top tier, yeah.
Okay. You already answered. Okay, we'll let you go.
I personally can't.
You can share. Okay.
I wouldn't, but if it was Travis Kelce.
Okay. If it was can you guys think maybe a rapper, Bad Bunny?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, you'd share.
Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Even
100%.
current age Brad Pitt. He's still a babe.
No, like
he's still a babe.
Like in the 90s, early 2000s, yes.
Or A$AP Rocky.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I might be gay for Brad Pitt. 90s Brad Pitt. Okay.
All right, Brian.
Okay. I don't know where I was going with that. So, average. Oh, wait. We don't. Okay, we're going to do super chats. Let's see. So, I'll just pull this back up. Mike Davis with the $20 super chat. Fellow kings, do what I did. Forget about broads and focus on securing the bag. I have 2 successful businesses because I put women on the back burner, showing no interest in the bag, or a recipe to have them flocking. Mike Davis, thank you for the big $20 super chat. I do believe it was 50 Cent.
Mike Davis, like,
bro, he's a fucking legend.
I feel like it's either some like little white kid just trolling behind there, but like the fact that he's blowing all this money, I actually do believe this man's got the bag. Like he just,
I might have some respect.
It's because he forgot about broads.
bro, exactly. He's doing his thing, man. Like good shit, Mike Davis.
Thank you, Mike Davis, for the big $20 super chat. And yes, disregard females acquire currency, I think is the saying goes. 50 Cent, I think it was. Who said that?
Kate, I can be your bride.
I think. Okay, so I want to pull up a video. I'm trying. Don't pull it up yet, Eric. I had one. Actually, no. Don't. We're not going to do a video yet. We are going to wrap up in about 10 minutes, I think. So I want to do final thoughts. If you guys have a final thought or question that you want to ask someone else on the panel, want to ask the guys, opening it up, final thought or question. You want me to come back to you, or okay?
Come back.
Hensley.
Do I have a thought? Great question. Let's get the guys rate girls.
What do you mean?
I think that was one of the questions that we didn't quite finish.
Oh,
out with.
we should rate you guys.
Absolutely.
I only want to do that if all the girls agree.
I don't care.
I don't know. That's kind of rude.
But we get to rate you after.
I don't know. That's kind of rude.
It doesn't have to be rude though. It's your honest opinion. Honest opinions don't have to be rude all the time though. If you think about it. Because they asked.
Kind
She
of
asked
fucking
for it.
brutal.
They all agreed.
Either that or back to CP talk.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. You guys start. Rate the girls.
He
doesn't want to.
No, I'm gonna say Majestic. He does have a girlfriend, so we're not gonna put that on him.
So it's just
out of
us two?
respect. Yeah, we're single virgins. Come on.
Single.
You go first, Brian.
No, you go
No,
first.
you can start. You can start the fire, man.
No. Okay. Oh man, you guys are gonna. You're putting me on the spot here. I don't know if I chat. Should I do it? 1 in the chat if I should rate them. 2 in the chat if I should be a gentleman and not do such a thing. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up on my thing here.
What's the standard of 10 though? Like, in my personal opinion, like Dua Lipa, that's a 10. So like.
Your idea of
A
a
realistic.
That's,
Bro, I can't do it.
What do you mean a
Like
realistic?
someone
10?
just-
think you could like
Oh.
get.
Oh. So what do you say about that then?
Got him blushing.
Bro, I can't do
Okay.
it.
So someone I can. Okay. I see what you mean.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
Brian, I think it's already past that, man. I think you already.
It's okay.
I could say some corny shit like everyone's a 10, but I wouldn't do that. I mean, the chat's, bro, but come on. The chat, of course, they're going to say 1. Okay.
They're gonna say the chat's gonna say 1, and they're all gonna DM them after too.
All right. Let me look at the center here. I'll look at it like this. Can someone open that drawer? There's like some makeup remover in there.
God damn,
Are
Brian.
you guys down to take off all your makeup?
Oh, there really is makeup remover in here. I thought you were joking.
Yeah, can you pass me the
Oh my goodness. Okay.
This is not what I signed up for.
I have eyeliner on.
No.
I'm not really wearing much makeup at all.
Neutrogena? By the way, this is primo makeup remover. Guys, should I have them remove makeup first? I don't know.
My God.
They put in hard work.
Sponsored by Neutrogena. Okay.
No.
Fuck, guys, I don't know.
You can veto the question.
Huh?
You can veto the final
Just
thought.
do it, Brian. Just do it.
If you need to.
You go
know.
first.
Just do it.
You go first, and then I'll think about it.
So like, I'm just like setting what. I
1
think
out
you
of
guys
10.
are.
1 out of 10. Into
1
the
out of
mic.
10. Well, you have a boyfriend, correct? Or is it which one has a boyfriend?
Just rate.
I don't want to do that though,
Because the guy?
Yeah, he's gonna. I don't
gonna
know.
come beat
See,
you
I'm
up?
trying to be respectful.
Bro, show us the triceps.
You're
again.
rating us. It's not
Show us the
respectful.
fucking tries.
Oh
bro.
my God.
Come on, show us the guns. You're good.
I would say 7. And you remind me of Maya Hawk. I don't know if you know who that is, but I would say 7.
Solid.
And then 6.5, 7. And then I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm not a big like makeup person, so I would say 6.
Okay.
You're like Violet from The Incredibles. That's what she reminds me of. Violet. Like, you've just been sitting in the corner like this the whole time. I don't know, 6. And then you have a big personality. Like personality is like a big thing for me, so I would definitely have to give you like a 7. And then Majestin, you're a 10 out of 10, buddy. I had to give it that. And then Brian,
That was so cute.
you're a 10 too, buddy.
Oh, well.
In your Brian way.
Thank you. You know what? Why don't we have the girls rate us first? Well, you rate.
Brian, you gotta go. No, we made an
You
agreement.
gotta do that.
Fat Boy said, "Jesus Christ, Joseph." What? What do you want me to say, man? Your name's Fat Boy. Goodness gracious. Like,
I mean, 7. Okay, fine. 7.
Come on, Brian. Give it to me.
6.9.
Thank you.
7.7. 6.5. 6. 6. Ah, this is gonna be brutal. Okay.
You forgot the boys.
Oh, the boys. His stash is pretty good, but I'm actually gonna legit rate you guys. So, $7.5, and then the way you looked
don't look
at
at my
me,
eyes
dude.
like that, man.
The way you looked at me, dude. I want to say, I mean, your physique is quite impressive. I'm gonna give you I want to say 7.5 or 8.
appreciate that, Brian. Thank you.
Physique is probably if it's just on physique, definitely higher, but total package, yeah, 7.5 or 8. What? Oh.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Are we moving on? Final thought? Or question?
That was mine.
Okay. Final thought or question for the panel?
Does anybody else have anything? No?
Natasha, final
Okay.
thought or question?
Mm-mm.
Thanks for having us.
Nobody?
It's fun.
I just want to say, because we've been talking about preferences and whatnot. What do you guys like in a guy? What's the one thing you look for in a guy?
If he's honest and can communicate.
I like room stoppers. Like someone who walks into the room and their energy, everyone kind of turns and is like, oh, they got a big dick. I like that.
Big dick energy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
How do you know they have a big dick?
I'm not worried about the physical physique of it. It's someone who's confident enough in themselves to hold themselves at a party. They don't need someone to walk them to a bathroom, boy or girl kind of thing. They don't need a group. They can be independent by themselves. They can hold a conversation. I don't know. There's an energy to it you can feel out.
How many men need to go to the bathroom with their boys, though? I've never seen that.
Lots.
What?
Yeah, it's a team thing.
I mean, I've seen that for women, but I've never seen guys go into the bathroom together.
But you get what I mean by that energy where it's a guy needs a homeboy or a wingman to be in his group. I don't like someone who's dependent on a wingman to go talk and say what they want to say.
You like the lone wolf, sort of, kind of.
Not even, I'd like a character. I like someone impressive. They don't have to be physically impressive. I like someone who's mentally impressive and you can feel that energy without even having to interact with them.
What's the big dick energy thing? What's that about?
You knew about it.
Yeah, I think big dick energy is someone who is very confident in himself, draws attention, kind of magnetic. I don't know. It's also kind of dependent on different girls. It's just a vibe that you feel.
I feel like it does kind of separate itself from being cocky, though. I feel like it's two separate things.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
You know what? I'm going to say it. I don't like this term big dick energy or small dick energy. I don't like it. Because everyone's about body positivity, right? How are we going to talk about men who have desirable characteristics have big dicks and men who have undesirable characteristics have small penises? There are some wonderful men with small penises and some terrible men with big dicks. Why we got to do this
what
body
would you call
shaming?
them? If you could rename it, then what would you call it?
Scumbags and good people. I mean, I wouldn't use a genitalia term in the same way.
So you just use a really boring one.
Well, I wouldn't okay. If women can willy-nilly throw out big dick energy, small dick energy, I think the small dick energy is probably, they're both offensive because they're sort of related. But if I started throwing out loose pussy energy as a term to describe someone that was undesirable in some way, or they were, or tight pussy energy, small titty energy.
But it doesn't really have to do with sex.
I would get canceled. Wait, what?
Not necessarily, but that doesn't have to necessarily do with sex, like big dick energy. We're not saying like, oh, he seems like he has a big cock, that's why we want to like be with
like,
him.
a girl can have big dick energy too.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what?
Brian?
A man can have tight pussy energy. How about that?
You have it, sir.
I've got some tight. I got tight pussy energy.
Absolutely
Watch out.
do. Say it loud and proud.
Your vibes.
Loud and proud.
But loose pussy energy, bro, you get in trouble. You say that shit.
There's other terms to use.
Small titty energy.
Small titty girls have
just confidence.
They're confident and evil, and we love them.
Yes.
I mean, I am team small titty, but I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I mean?
No.
Cavernous vag energy.
Cavernous vag.
Anyway.
Someone said roast beef energy.
Hey, all labia matter in the chat. All labia matter. I want to see it. I want to see it. It really is a shame, and I need to, I bring this up every show. Women shouldn't be shamed if they have large labia. It's really unfortunate. Right? Don't you? I mean, you agree. You were, okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Oh yeah, all labia matter.
Hashtag all labia matter.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Ryan?
How you doing? How you doing? Thoroughly awkward now. But what? I don't get the big dick energy thing, but okay, whatever, fine.
It's just like, it's a modern term, just meaning confidence. Yeah. Confidence is key, literally. Like, just be confident in everything you do.
Okay. Last couple soup chats and then we're going to wrap up. Cold Steel, $10 soup chat. It's super easy to sexually escalate by talking dirty in a confident way without even touching her. Let her say no if she isn't interested. Cold Steel, thank you for the $10 soup chat, man. Much appreciated. By talking dirty in a confident way. Let her say talking dirty in a confident without. I don't know if, like, before a first kiss, it might be a bit strange to start talking dirty. I don't know.
This is someone who maybe should have some anxiety about allegations.
Okay, moving on. Mike Davis with the $20 soup chat. I own a power washing and generator, AC and heating rental business, have good government contracts. I built everything and now have people running it. Not trying to brag, just trying to motivate you fools.
Mike Davis, I believe you got that bag, bro.
Mike Davis is a legend.
A lot of money tonight. Yeah.
Mike Davis is a legend, and I will say he's
crazy.
he's not letting on to the fact that he owns a couple Burger Kings. Okay. We got Swing MDI, Brian doing the all-star cast version of this podcast. Chase, Tanner, Tristan on one side. Alina, who's... Oh, Aline, maybe? Tasha, Sabrina. Who the fuck is Sabrina? What? Sabrina, Kylie? I spoke to Kylie today. We're going to get her back on, but...
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who the fuck is Sabrina? What? You mean that, like, obnoxious chick? Okay, whatever. She's not going to come back on. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Luke Skywalker, thank you for the... really quick, last thing. Body count. What's your body count?
4.
Oh, I thought she was asking who for. Same thing, men and women.
Sure.
25.
3, 10,
8.
I don't talk about it.
0.
What? Huh?
Yeah, we're all virgins over here.
Hold on. Whoa.
What?
Wait. Come on. Wait, actually?
But Justin's right.
Actually?
Actually.
But you got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Are you waiting till marriage?
Yeah.
For religious
He's
reasons?
that guy.
Hey.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about it.
That's fine. Good for you guys. And
same thing, man.
You're 0?
I have 0.
What?
I have no hoes.
Well, bro.
Absolute 0 play, man.
Okay, hold on. I wish you had told me sooner. Okay, we're going to talk about this for a little sec. So, 0.
I'm definitely not lying.
You're not capping.
Definitely not lying. That means I'm lying, Brian.
Wait, you're lying. Come on, bro.
I just don't talk about it.
So
it's not
okay.
Like
so you don't want to answer, but it's not 0.
Nah, I was saying 0. Like saying 0, man. Well, I don't know what you want me to say. I got a high body count, Brian. I said 0.
Okay, cool. Good times. I have a question for you guys just related to that. Do you want a guy to be traditional? And
Yeah,
In bed?
just like traditional in terms of adhering to his traditional gender roles. So paying for dates, initiating, asking you out, leading, et cetera, et cetera.
I would say, yeah, I value. I was just raised in a household where that was just the case, like traditionally, and I would love a family that was like built around the same like gender roles. So yeah, and I don't mind being in the kitchen. So.
You don't mind being in the kitchen. Okay. Hensley.
I don't have a preference.
Okay. Natasha.
I would like someone that is traditional.
Traditional, but I think it's okay for both of us to equally pay and take turns, because just why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
I say traditional, but it's like definitely okay to break some of the rules. Like I'm like completely fine with you being like overly emotional and like stuff that like wouldn't be expected out of a man.
Okay.
I agree. Traditional, but with our own twist on it. Oh, do the answer.
Well, personally,
Do you want a traditional woman?
Define traditional woman.
Define traditional woman. I mean, adheres to.
I mean, I'd say the same thing, yes, but like I feel like things should be equal, and we should both pull our own weight in all things.
Yeah, just what Modesta said. Like, not like traditional in the sense like she's got to stay at home, I got to go work, blah blah blah. Like, just be driven. I think if both partners in the relationship are driven and are working towards something, I think that's something I definitely look for, and where I'm interested in. So.
Okay, good times. Good answers, guys. Anyways, we've kind of gone a little bit over, so I just want to wrap it up there. And I know initially I asked if there were any final thoughts or any questions. A couple you skipped. Does anyone, last chance, anybody? 3, 2.
Thank you for having us on.
1.
Yeah, thank
Sweet,
you.
sweet, sweet. Okay, guys. So this was a little impromptu show that we did here on Sunday. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. And I want to give a big thank you to the wonderful panel for coming on, and especially so last minute. Really appreciate it, guys. You guys are great. So thank you to the viewers for tuning in. You could have been doing anything else, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. We will be live again Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Thank you to the panel once again. Thank you for watching. And we will see you guys next time. All right.